my bad, yo. I gotta. I think it's time to get a new memory. It's time to get a memory card. I don't even got one. But I had to clear some storage, man. But like I was saying, bro, yeah, man, don't get caught up in this new religion shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's a lot of motherfucking streamers and shit that's promoting this shit, right? I'm gonna have to collide this shit the best that I can, but that's why the devil using these streamers and these YouTubers to promote his negative agenda. That's why these platforms was created. That's why they'll sit there and they'll take down something positive or something benevolent or something that's the righteous way, and they'll take that down. But see, if it's brain rot, they'll let that shit skyrocket. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, to each his own, bro. You know, we got a lot of different sectors and shit. I might have to get checked myself. I might have to get corrected myself. I may be wrong. But like I say, I do have crystals. I do wear crystals. You know what I'm saying? But I don't sit there and pray to them all damn day. I don't. I say positive things because I know that's throughout life, bro. Everything hold energy. You know, you want to speak positive things, even if you want to speak the truth. Because being positive ain't always being the truth, right? But yeah, man, they just trying to push this new age shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up reading no motherfucking tarot cards and shit. My granny ain't bring me to church and they was reading tarot cards and shit. Now I'm gonna be honest, bro. You know, to each his own, but to me, tarot cards is witchcraft, bro. It's full blown witchcraft, bro. Because you shouldn't have anything uh revealing your destiny or your path, or rather it's your future or your past to you. And depending on who that person is, they setting intention. So you paying somebody to pay you you paying somebody so that you can hear what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because God gonna tell you what the fuck you need to know and what you want, what you don't want to hear sometimes. And to each his own, bro. But when I grew up, nigga, when I was watching YouTube 2012, 2013 and shit, all of this shit wasn't on here. Now I might have seen some things about crystals and shit. I even went to a crystal cave, bro. Felt beautiful, felt elegant, you know what I'm saying? But it's the way that we utilize things and the intention, right? And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't care what your intention is when it comes to tarot cards and shit, bro. That's witchcraft, bro. That's like playing fucking Yu-Gi-Oh or some shit, bro. And when I was small, I always cried. I was crying, bro. I was crying because I told my family that I wanted Pokemon cards, bro. And they was like, "No, we're not gonna get you that. Why you need that? That's witchcraft." And I was like, "What? I watched that on TV. That's not witchcraft. You tripping. You don't know what you're talking about. It's just for kids. It's a cartoon." But little did I know back then, I didn't know little of anything. I thought I knew what I knew, right? They wouldn't buy me Pokemon cards. They wouldn't buy me Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let me be real with y'all. Y'all know how I got my first set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I stole them. I stole them, and it came with a heavy price too. You feel me? Because I remember I stole those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and then the payment came for that stealing of those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which is already witchcraft, bro. And I stole those Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I had to fight a motherfucker that was 19, 18 years old when I was about 10 years old, bro. I guess that was the shit that came with stealing those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Because at the same time, he tried to steal my Yu-Gi-Oh cards from me. I'm a 10-year-old fighting a 19-year-old behind Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I stole, right? And down the line, he ain't had no he wasn't he had the permission to put his hands on me. As a 19-year-old, you're fighting a 10-year-old kid. So some time went down the line and shit. I lost those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And some time down the line, I saw him again. He ain't had no arms, bro. And one time I saw him, he had one arm. One time I saw him, he had one arm. And I was like, is that whoopty whoop? I couldn't even make sense of it because I was in the car, I was in a van and shit, leaving the neighborhood. And I was like, that's whoopty whoop. And then one of my family members looked at him like, gave me that look like you just don't know, right? Because I know my family member did something, you know what I'm saying, to that person when I was 10 years old, a 19-year-old fucking adult teenager. Well, I can't call him a teenager, but 19-year-old motherfucker beating on a 10-year-old, bro. Look at the body difference. Come on now, the weight class. I guess I was a young heavyweight, you know what I'm saying? As he was a heavyweight. You feel me? And down the line, bro, dude ain't had no arms. Cause you're not supposed to put your hands on the chosen one. And I asked God, why he ain't got no arms, God? He was like, did he beat on you when you was 10 years old and he was 19? Yeah, he'll never forget that. and we'll make sure everybody in the neighborhood never forget it neither. Because everybody knew what he did to Latootie. You heard me? And matter of fact, it was a girl when I was walking on my way home, nose bloody and everything, bro. She was like, Tootie, who did that to you? Man, I was like, whoopty whoop. She was like, oh, we gonna find him. She was like, where he at? What happened? I was at the park. She was like, oh, he's still there. Come on. Man, a grown ass woman, about 17, 18 years old. That was my girlfriend forever, boy. My heart, boy. She had grabbed my hands and shit and made me start punching on this nigga. Made me start punching all on him. And she started beating on him too. And she was like, come on, Taylor, bro. You know you down bad. Why you gonna hit on Latootie? Not only you gonna hit Latootie, but you gonna hit him and he's a baby. He's 10 years old. You was 19 years old, my dude. So went home, and a lot of people was like, "Ooh, please let me clean your face up with the whoop. We don't want your uncle to see that." I was like, "Nah, bitch, y'all fucked up. Ain't y'all fault, but nah, he fucked up. You feel me?" Everybody like, "Ooh," they know my uncle by his first name. They was like, "Ooh, I hope whoop don't see him. Ooh, boy, it's about to be bad, boy." I got inside. My uncle saw that shit. He was like, Tootie, who the fuck? I know nobody your age did this to you, bro. Who did this to you, bro? I was like, whoopty whoop. He was like, that grown motherfucker? Ain't his ass about 18, 19, 20? I said, yeah. Man, my uncle was like, all right, stay inside. He was like, matter of fact, you're not going to be able to come over here for a couple of weeks. I didn't know why, but time went down the line, boy. That boy ain't had no arms, bro. But let me stick to the message, right? You know what I'm saying? As a chosen one, bro, that's why we don't get as many views. They always want to cough, act like they don't hear us, all type of shit, bro. Because hey, bro, listen. They say the tongue. I heard this shit in the Damian Marley song, or was it Bob Marley? I think Damian Marley. He said they can kill you once, but they can kill them twice. The pen is stronger than a sword. You heard me? I can't grip all that shit, but I remember that shit back then. It was like, bro, the pen is stronger than the sword, bro. Right? And that's why they say the message won't be televised or broadcast, but it will be broadcast and televised. It's just gonna take some time to get to the people, because you know how YouTube is. Lately, I've been uploading all type of videos. Every time I upload this shit, and I don't even set it like this, it says my video been uploaded for private, so only I can see it. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, my phone ain't ring, notifications on YouTube ain't pop off. Not like I'm looking for the views, I'm fiending or nothing, but it's like, hey, nigga. It's like if you cook a fire-ass fucking pie and you got motherfuckers living in the house, somebody gonna come downstairs and say, "Can I have a slice?" Or something. You feel me? Ain't nobody. Nah. I had to check my shit YouTube lately, and I was like, you know what? I got you, YouTube bitch. Since you trying to stop my messages and my broadcast and the things that I'm spreading, I got something for you, bitch. I'ma do it in a way you ain't got nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it, bitch. And I already been on that. Ho, I got you, YouTube. Well, there's a will, there's a motherfucking way. YouTube, you ain't the only platform, bro, to reach people internationally and worldwide, nigga. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you, YouTube. But anyway, yeah, bro, that's why they don't want our videos and our algorithm in the righteous places, bro. Because, like I said, it's our responsibility to first of all save ourselves. But if you know better, you gonna motherfucking do better. And if you don't do better when you know better, you know what I'm saying? God gonna put that paddle on your ass. He gonna hit you with that. Yeah, get right. You feel me? He gonna hit you with that. I'm put that knuckle in your head. You know what I'm saying? Your fucking knucklehead. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? God gonna make you bust your head on that brick wall till you get your mind right. Then once you get your mind right, you could use your mind to break down that brick wall, because that brick wall is really the devil trying to be in your way. And he ain't no obstacle. So you could hop over him. Shit, if you want to do all that, I ain't doing all that. You could dig a hole to go under the wall, or you could build up your spiritual strength, your physical strength that will be provided only by God and not these new age religions. Then you could run through that wall. You understand what I'm saying? When you look at this witchcraft and shit, bro, they playing with energy, bro. They playing with intentions. They playing with the invisible realm, bro. And God also dwells within the invisible realm. And these motherfuckers be trying to come the overall energy of the invisible realm. That's not gonna happen. It's not possible. You understand what I'm saying? They trying to promote and push out all these videos and shit. No, yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's not all right, but it sounds funny and cute every now and then. But it should ever happen. Kids shouldn't be cursing. I remember as a kid, I couldn't curse. I remember how I learned to curse. My little brother taught me how to curse and how to steal. You feel me? And this is not to hate on my little brother, none of that shit. He ain't here right now. But my brother came from the dark side, bro. My brother even told me, he was like, hey, bro, you know where you at? I was like, what you mean, bro? He was like, bro, this opposite world, bro. This not the world you know. This not your world, bro. You not from this world, bro. You just here. I don't know even why you here, nigga. But this is opposite world, nigga. Everything that you think's supposed to go the way it's supposed to go, it goes backwards. My little brother telling me this shit, nigga. We about 6 or 7 years old. Matter of fact, if I was 7, he was 6. Maybe it was 6 or 5, bro. My little brother telling me this shit, bro, and I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga? This is some foreign shit to me, nigga. I'm used to playing Frogger and shit and going to church with my granny and shit and hearing the pastor talking. I'm like, what? What the fuck is stealing? What the fuck is cursing? He was like, you don't know what that is? They do it all the time in front of you. The bad words that they don't want you to say. Oh, that's cursing. Oh, granny say don't say that. Yeah, just don't say it around her. But you can say it when it's just me and you. We just cursing our ass off, having a good time. But those curse words ain't good, bro, because they carry a certain energy. And when I do express myself, I do get to cursing a lot. But still, though, I even had one of my supporters, somebody that's in my corner, one of my tribal members, like, "Hey, bro, you know your YouTube channel will blow if you just better your language and the way you deliver your messages." And I'm working on that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But yeah, bro, they want us to be rotten, bro. They think that the world is supposed to be wicked like this, and it's not, bro. And that's why they trying to take out the chosen ones, and they label us targeted individuals because they say we tell them the truth. And I don't get it when it comes to this mindset with niggas and shit. That's why I'm not a nigga. Cause they like, oh, you snitching and shit. Oh, you a rat and some shit. Like, I mean, honestly, bro, if you doing a crime with somebody else and shit, yeah, you gotta sit there and weigh your options out, bro, because you gonna fucking bring that motherfucker down too. You know what I'm saying? But if you did wrong, you did wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? Another thing they like to say, oh, you snitching or you a rat and shit. Nigga, when y'all do shit, who you go back and tell? You still ratting and snitching, nigga. You feel me? But when it's time to protect yourself, they want you to say, "Oh, just be quiet and live with it. Die with that shit." No, nigga. If somebody do you wrong, you need to go ahead and get the correction about that shit. In whatever manner you gotta do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you was sitting there doing wrong with that person, don't be trying to look for no righteous help. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you in the car robbing with that nigga and shit. Yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. You could sit there. It's like this, bro. You could sit there in your eyes in the physical realm. Niggas feel like if you snitch or you rat or you trying to shorten your time, you trying to run from your crime. No, bro. It's just certain motherfuckers don't want to live with that shit on their heart, bro. Niggas know that their hearts gotta be weighed on the scale with the feather. And because this fucking physical realm created some false ass principalities because they want to protect the evilness of this realm, you know what I'm saying? No, man, fuck that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If I did some shit that I know wasn't right and I was wrong, I mean, I know it's too late for a sorry, but I still acknowledge the person like, hey, I did you wrong, but I apologize type shit. You feel me? Even though that it's too late to apologize. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. If I do some shit wrong, bro,